This video is for anyone who wants to upgrade the quality of their thinking. If you're looking to make better decisions in your career, business, or personal life, and want to learn the frameworks used by the world's top performers, then stay for the next few minutes. You will leave this video with a mental toolkit that will help you see problems with more clarity, avoid critical errors in judgment, and find elegant solutions that others might miss. To do this, I will explain 5 specific mental models, breaking each one down with practical examples. We will cover second-order thinking, the ability to see the long-term consequences of your decisions, not just the immediate results. Inversion, a powerful method for solving problems by focusing on what to avoid rather than what to achieve. The 80-20 rule, how to identify and focus on the 20% of your efforts that will deliver 80% of your results. First principles thinking, the technique innovators like Elon Musk use to break down complex issues to their fundamental truths. Hanlon's razor, a simple rule for navigating social interactions more effectively and with less frustration. Hat is the one skill that separates good outcomes from great ones. The one quality that links the world's most successful investors, innovators, and leaders. It's not genius, and it's not luck. It's a more deliberate, more structured way of seeing the world. It's not just what they think, but how they think. They use a set of powerful frameworks called mental models. And today, we are going to unpack 5 of these essential models using wisdom from some of the most profound books ever written to help you think smarter, not harder. A mental model is essentially a blueprint for reality. It's an idea or a framework that helps you understand how the world works. Charlie Munger, the legendary investor and partner of Warren Buffett, puts it best. He said, "To the man with only a hammer, every problem looks like a nail." The goal is to build a versatile toolkit of mental models so you can approach any problem from multiple angles. Let's begin building our own toolkit, starting with the first and perhaps most crucial model. Model number 1, second-order thinking. Most people think in a straight line. This is first-order thinking. It's about solving an immediate problem without considering the consequences. It's fast, easy, and almost always leads to trouble. Second-order thinking is different. It's the discipline of asking, "And then what?" Consider a simple decision. A first-order thinker says, "I want this piece of cake, so I will eat it." They've solved the immediate desire. A second-order thinker asks, "And then what?" Well, the immediate consequence is pleasure. But the second-order consequence of eating cake every day is weight gain and poor health. And the third-order consequence? A decline in energy, confidence, and productivity, which could impact their career and relationships. This model, as championed by investor Howard Marks in his book The Most Important Thing, is the key to anticipating problems before they happen. Before making any significant choice, always ask, "And then what?" Model number 2, inversion. Our minds are wired to think forwards. We set goals and ask, "How can I achieve this?" But the world's clearest thinkers often invert the problem. Instead of aiming directly for success, they focus on avoiding failure. As Charlie Munger famously said, "All I want to know is where I'm going to die, so I'll never go there." This is inversion. Let's apply it. Instead of asking, "How do we guarantee this project succeeds?" a team using inversion would ask, "What are all the ways this project could spectacularly fail?" They'd list them out: poor communication, budget overruns, a key person quitting, a flawed marketing message. By identifying every potential pitfall, they can systematically work to prevent them. Inversion forces you to see the hidden obstacles. Avoid stupidity before you seek brilliance. Model number 3, the Pareto Principle, or the 80-20 rule. This principle states that for many outcomes, roughly 80% of the results come from just 20% of the causes. It is a fundamental law of imbalance in the universe, and once you see it, you will see it everywhere. 20% of your customers might generate 80% of your revenue. 20% of your study efforts might lead to 80% of your exam grade. 20% of your habits likely contribute to 80% of your happiness. The value of this model, detailed in Richard Koch's book, The 80-20 Principle, is not just in observing this imbalance, but in acting on it. The challenge is to identify that vital 20%, the critical few, and focus your energy there while consciously moving away from the trivial many. What is the 20% of your work that creates 80% of your value? Do more of that. Model number 4, first principles thinking. This is the art of deconstructing a problem down to its most fundamental truths. Most of us reason by analogy. We do things because that's how they've always been done. First principles thinking is the opposite. It's the process of questioning every assumption until you are left with only what you know to be true. The most famous modern example is Elon Musk. When he wanted to build rockets, he was told they were impossibly expensive. Reasoning by analogy, he would have accepted that, but he used first principles. He asked, "What is a rocket made of?" The answer: aluminum alloys, titanium, copper, and carbon fiber. Then he asked, "What is the raw material cost of those items on the market?" He discovered the materials cost only 2% of the typical price of a rocket. The only remaining problem was putting them together. By reasoning up from those fundamental truths, he was able to build rockets for a fraction of the cost. This model encourages you to bypass dogma and innovate from the ground up. Model number 5, Hanlon's razor. Our final model is a tool for navigating the complexities of human interaction. It simply states, never attribute to malice that which is adequately explained by carelessness. When someone makes a mistake that affects you, a colleague misses a deadline, or a driver cuts you off in traffic, our immediate emotional response is often to assume they did it with malicious intent. Hanlon's razor offers a more rational and often more accurate alternative. It's far more likely the colleague was overwhelmed or the driver was simply distracted. This model isn't about being naive or excusing poor behavior. It's a tool to prevent you from descending into unnecessary anger, paranoia, and poor judgment. By assuming carelessness over malice, you preserve your own mental energy for the problems that truly matter. So there we have them. 5 mental models to begin your toolkit: second-order thinking, inversion, the 80-20 rule, first principles, and Hanlon's razor. These models are more than just intellectual curiosities. They are lenses. Lenses that can help you clarify complex situations, make better decisions, and understand the world on a deeper level. The true power comes from applying them. The next time you face a difficult decision, pause. Ask yourself, what are the second-order consequences? How could I invert this problem What is the vital 20% here? Which of these mental models resonated most with you? And more importantly, what is another powerful mental model you use in your own life? Share it in the comments below. Let's build a collective toolkit. Thank you for investing your time. Until next time, think deliberately.